happy readers. My name is Liz and today I come to you with a book haul. And I know, I'm showing you all my books right now because for the past 2 months or so, I've kind of held off doing book hauls because I don't know why, but I did a TBR for August instead, I think. I don't remember what was the last time I did a book haul, but we're here. I did a bit of a preview of July's books on Periscope, so if you ever want to follow me there, I do some stuff during lunchtime sometimes, and sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh guys, let's open up some stuff. So, yeah. This is in no particular order, I'm just going to tell you what book it is and what drew me to each book and whatnot. Most of these books came from publishers and or are review copies of some sort. The first is Trouble is a Friend of Mine by Stephanie Tromley, and oh my goodness, this book is good. Oh man, I actually read it, sorry, but what drew me to this book was the fact that it is kind of one of those quirky stories about two teenagers solving a mystery kind of thing. So if you like Robin Schneider's books, this is right up your alley, really, yes. I didn't say that in the little copy or whatever, but I was like, this looks like a thing that I like, yes. And somebody else kind of related it to Veronica Mars, and I was like, but it has its own voice, it's good, good. Next book I have is Juniors by Quay Hart Hemmings, and she is the author of Descendants, and that kind of drew me to it because I was like, I am aware of who this person kind of is. I've seen parts of the movie and whatnot, and I was like, she's from Hawaii, and I don't know if I've ever read a book from somebody from Hawaii. That's kind of cool. So it involves some of that into the story, and so I thought that was pretty freaking interesting. A book from a smaller press is The Body Institute by Carol Riggs, and it is, this is one that was just sent to me. Sometimes they just send me books and I don't know, but this one seems kind of interesting because it's about this girl who can take over somebody's body and get them into shape, and then she has no memory of what she did in their body. She just is aware of her own life when she gets back to it. So I thought that's kind of interesting, and that's, cutting edge sci-fi, cool times. We don't have a lot of YA sci-fi, so it's cool to come across something like that. Dream Things True by Marie Marquardt, and this seemed really interesting because it's about this family who is undocumented and living in Georgia, and I was like, that doesn't necessarily hit close to home, but when you're a reader and you're, the whole saying of readers live 1,000 lives, I'd like to read this. Have I told you guys how much I love Cat Spears writing? Because I love Cat Spears writing, and she came out with a new book called Breakaway, and if you have not read the previous book, what was that book's name? Sway, yes. I don't know if this is related at all. I was like, oh my gosh, Cat Spears, I liked the last one, so good. So that's kind of what drew me to that, and this cover is amazing. Look at this. It's like one of those cut out, look at that. Again, it brings me back to Robin Schneider. Yes, of course. You gotta bring it back to your friends, but just the it looks so cool. Book that was sent to me by Penguin Random House type folk is No Such Person by Carolyn B. Cooney, and I think I want to read this because I've heard good things about Carolyn B. Cooney. I've heard good things, and this is dark. Oh my gosh, it reminds me of a Sarah Dessen, Dreamland kind of cover. I'm gonna feel a lot of things. Another book that was sent to me by Penguin Random House type people was Accident Season by Moira Foyley Doyle, and oh man, that is a name. But it's about this family that during a certain time of the year, all these crazy things start happening to them, and I believe it has to do with magic type things, so that's kind of what drew me to this one. The next few books that I'm going to talk about are from Fierce Reads because I get to go to that tour stop in Atlanta, and they tasked me to go talk to those authors and have fun and things. And so this first one is one that I'm super excited about that oh my gosh, even if I hadn't gotten it for review, I would be like, this is a book that I need to buy right now. And it is First and Then by Emma Mills. I almost said Elma Phi because I've been watching her forever, and I'm so excited that she has a book out. Oh my gosh. She's also on How to Adult, so if you want to go check that out, she does that with T. Michael Martin, who's also a young adult author. Yes! But something that drew me to this novel not only is the author, but just the whole stuff like that, and it's not quite new adult, but still it's like getting into all of that stuff, right? Right? I think so. It doesn't really say, it just kind of, okay. The next book is from Layla Sales, and it's Tonight the Streets Are Ours, and she is the author of The Song That Will Save Your Life, and I've heard so many good things about that one too. But this one is about some 17-year-olds, as all the YA novels are, and they stumble upon a blog and stuff. I didn't know anything about this, but I've heard amazing things about it. Gotta check it out. I'm showing you both of these because I got this one recently and picked up this one at BEA a while back, and I know it's like a non-covery cover of a book, but they sent me Firewalker by Josephine Angelini, and I got this a good forever ago at BEA, so yeah, gotta read these. It has to do with magic and witches and stuff in Salem. Again, it's one of those, I've heard good things and I keep meaning to read it. No, Liz, read your books. Read your freaking books. Next book I have is Velvet Undercover by Terry Brown, and she tends to write some more historical type things, and I really enjoyed this one. It has to do with this girl who she goes undercover, as the title suggests, and she's a part of this spy organization, and she has to pretend to be a governess in this German household and find the spy who is in a little bit of trouble and whatnot. So it's good. I read it. Another duo, which was sent to me by Penguin, Random House, Teen, all the things. Now That You're Here by Amy Nichols, and the second book in that, which is While You Were Gone by Amy Nichols. I don't know why I said both authors twice, but these covers, they're good. Yeah? I don't know how I keep getting good covers, but it's a duology, as you can see where it says Duplexity Part 1 and Part 2, but it seems like it is it doesn't really say. It seems like a dystopian, though, from what the people were coming up to her doorstep and telling her things that she didn't know before, so, you know, dystopian, sci-fi, you know the drill. Speaking of drill, did anybody watch Whispers this summer? Oh my gosh, my mind is exploding. Another book from Entangled Teen is The Fox Club's Killings by Tara Kelly, and this one seems super freaking amazing. Oh my gosh, just look at that cover. Just look at that cover. And I am like reading all the scary books in September, so just look forward to that in October, seeing all that scary stuff, because I got you covered. I got you covered. Red Layer of Dreams, reading slasher girls and monster boys, whatever that's called. I'm gonna read this and a bunch of other books that are kind of scary, so yeah. We're here for the scary stuff. Book that I picked up at DragonCon YA Lit Track was this book called Dreamstrider by Lindsay Smith, and she tends to write some interesting stuff that I haven't read yet. It's good stuff. But this cover seemed really striking. It seems like it's got some sort of like Asian heritage culture stuff going on. Disney Hyperion sent me 1,000 Nights by E.K. Johnston, and I'm going to be doing a giveaway soon on my blog, so you gotta catch up, watch up, and see all that stuff. Maybe I'll do a video here. I don't know. We'll see. Let's do this. This seems like this would be good for people who enjoyed The Wrath in the Dawn by Renee Ahdieh. It's based on the same story, so yeah, I'm excited to read that because I loved The Wrath in the Dawn. And last but not least, we have Mirrored by Alex Flynn, and she's kind of a bit of my like guilty pleasure kind of author. I love the books that I've read from her before. I'm really bad at remembering titles and things, but she does a lot of fairy tale retelling kind of things, but they're all like modern day kind of feels to them, and this is Snow White, so I have gotten about 28 pages in, and it's been pretty interesting so far, waiting for it to kind of pick up a little bit, but enjoying it. It comes out this month on the 15th, yesterday, so we're ahead of the times.